Heyo, what's up and welcome. I'm the one and only West Coast King and welcome back to the Dortmund career. Still in this transfer window before we get into the regular season, and last episode I left off by asking you guys what we should do about our backup winger situation. Remember we sold Maximilian Philipp last episode and I asked if we should get a winger to replace him or if we should just proceed with the wingers that we have in reserve now with Yarmolenko, Schürrle, Davies, and Sancho. And you guys gave me a bunch of suggestions in the comments of last episode, none of which had to do anything with a winger. Not one single person said anything about the winger situation. So I guess you're going to leave it up to me, and what I want to do is just leave it how it is. I'm not going to go get a winger. I think we're already set there. I mean, having 4 backup wingers is going to be fine, I think. Even with slightly lower rated Davies and Sancho, a little bit of training, they should be okay. And the reason I don't want to go get a winger is because we're going to address a different position. So one of the comments last episode was about our fullbacks, Tolian and Guerrero. Tolian's a little bit low rated, 79 overall, and to be honest, he doesn't have a lot of potential, maybe 81, 82 at best. So that's not the greatest, and someone said to replace him. My thought was, between Tolian and Guerrero, Tolian was actually the better player last year. Guerrero, a little bit shaky at left back, and there's a reason for that. We'll get to that in just a second, but I had to look at Tolian's contract. He's actually on a sporadic squad role, so I don't necessarily need to start him if I don't want to, which is good because I want to keep him in the team. But actually, we do have someone in the team, sort of, that does have really good potential and plays right back, and that is Felix Passlack, who's actually out on loan. So what I'm going to do at right back, I'm going to recall Passlack, start to train him up, and once he gets good enough, he'll take over that spot from Tolian, and Tolian will slide back into a reserve role on this team, which means we no longer have a need for Eric Durm, which is actually kind of nice. I re-signed him at the start of the season. He's on $85,000 per week wages, which is Premier League money. We shouldn't be paying a backup left back that much money. Tolian only makes $36K and he's higher rated than Durm. So we're going to sell Durm. Tolian will start for now. Passlack will be the backup right back, and then we'll eventually take over that spot. Now at left back, I said Guerrero was the lesser of the two, and the reason for that is I don't think he's the left back. It says he is. Yes, he can play there, but I think he's just better suited to play in the midfield, which gives me another dilemma. I don't have a spot to play him. I absolutely love him. Look at his technical ability. It's off the chart. Everything is dark green. I mean, he's a great player when played in the midfield. Left back, I don't particularly like him. But his potential isn't as good as Milinkovic-Savic. It's not even as good as Mahmoud Dahoud. So where does he fit into this team if not at left back? And the answer is he doesn't. But then I decided, you know what? Let's look at the difference between Dahoud and Guerrero. Guerrero is better in every way. Even if Dahoud has higher potential, which it's a little bit higher, I think. Guerrero's like 85, 86. Dahoud's like 86, 87. So it's not that much better. I still think Guerrero's the better player, and I would rather have Guerrero. Now, the squad roles, I had to take a look at that. Guerrero is an important player on this team. He has an important squad role, which means ideally he should be in the starting 11, but if I keep him on the bench and he gets consistent playing time, which he probably will, he should be okay. Dahoud is a rotation squad role, so I don't necessarily have to have him on the bench. I probably should. He might get a little upset if he's not, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to keep them both. I do like both players. Dahoud will go down to the reserves, which might upset him, and if it does, then we'll either loan him out or we will eventually sell him. I just think despite Guerrero's lesser potential, he is the better player, and I want to keep him in the team. Now that means we're going to be bringing in a new left back for the starting 11, and we could go one of two ways here. We could go for a younger player like a Theo Hernandez, Benjamin Henrichs, or Kieran Tierney. All good players with good potential, but none of them are even 80 rated yet. I think they're about 77, 78 at best. And for a team like us, who is ready to win now, we should be bringing in players that are ready to win now. Players that are closer to the prime of their careers. And for that reason, I'm going to surpass the younger guys. I'm going to go for Alex Telles. He's 25 years old, 82 rated, same rating as Rafael Guerrero. Still has good potential, can get up into the mid-80s. I think this is the best bet. He's a little more expensive, but we have the money to spend. We're going to sell Eric Durm, bring in a little bit more money. And then we're going to bring in Alex Telles, who's an out-and-out left back, a defender, and only a defender. I think this is going to be a really, really good pickup for us. So this should help solidify the defense a little bit more and make the team even better. So we're up to the 27th of August now. Still no offers in for Eric Durm, which is a little unfortunate. I was trying to sell him before I went after Telles, but turns out that's not going to be an option now. There is an offer in for him, and it's from Liverpool, ironically. Looks like they're trying to replace Alberto Moreno, who actually played pretty well against us last episode. But it's looking like we're going to have to go after him right now. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to put in our offer for Alex Telles and just hope that Eric Durm sells eventually. Let's approach to buy him, and we're going to negotiate a transfer offer. Looks like Liverpool put in like 30.4 million offer, which is about what I would expect him to be worth. I don't have an offer. I don't want to trade any players in. So let's go for, let's up it a little bit. Let's raise the ante a little bit. We'll go 32 million for Telles, and let's see what Porto has to say about that. They want 39 million. Okay. We have the money to do it. We have plenty of money to do it, as a matter of fact. Let's counter it. We can bring it down a little bit, I would think. Let's go for 36. I think they should do 36, and I think we should be fine. I'm willing to pay pretty much whatever they want. They're good with 36. Okay, that's good. That's a fine offer. We have plenty of money. So into the negotiations with Telles, we go for his contract. He's not going to put anything on the table as far as what he wants as a squad role. Let's go important. He's going to be the starter. I mean, there's no reason to beat around the bush, but I don't like offering crucial roles. But he's good with important. Wants a 4-year contract. Love that. Absolutely, for sure. I don't want a release clause in his contract. He's good with that as well. Now for his contract. He's on 18K per week, but I'm assuming he's going to want a lot more than that. I'm going to go 45. No, he's going to want more. He's going to want, I think, like 60 or 70, to be honest. I'm going to go 75K per week. I really don't want to risk upsetting him and losing out on this. And I'm going to give him a good bonus as well. I'm going to give him a $3 million bonus. I really want to secure this guy. I might be overpaying, but I'm really worried about losing him and upsetting him by not giving him a good enough offer. He's good with that. I feel like I overpaid, but I don't care. I need this guy in the team. So the Champions League groups have been drawn. We will be in Group A with PSG, Benfica, and Besiktas. I've played Benfica and Besiktas plenty of times in the Champions League. I feel like I'm always in the same group as Besiktas. And both of them, while they're not the greatest teams, they do represent a tricky fixture, particularly in the away fixture in the group. I've struggled at times. I think I've lost to Besiktas at least twice in the Champions League before. So I do struggle sometimes with those two. Obviously, the marquee matchup, though, is going to be with PSG. And I think that us and PSG are going to be the two teams that move through. But keep an eye on those other two. They like I said, they're tricky to play. One of them might sneak up. I mean, we have to definitely be focused when we go in there. So with 35 million still left in our transfer budget, I feel like I'd be doing a disservice to the team if I wasn't still trying to look for pieces to add to it a little bit. So we've only bought 2 players this transfer window anyway, with Zuma and Telles, both defenders. Let's show the attack a little bit of love. So I'm gonna actually go for a player that was actually here at one point at Dortmund, and that is Emre Mor. He's right now at Celta Vigo in La Liga. Shouldn't be too expensive to buy. So let's go ahead and get into this thing. I know I said I wasn't going to buy another winger, but we still have plenty of money, so why the hell not? And this guy is a really, really good talent with a lot of potential as well. So I'm actually going to offer a player swap at first because I do still have Eric Durm in the team, and I am trying to move him. So let's see if they want Eric Durm. That should at least bring the price down a little bit. They want a right back. That's so stupid because Eric Durm is right-footed and can play right back. How ridiculous is that? I don't have a right back that no, I'm not getting rid of Tolian, and I just brought Paslak back. I'm not getting rid of him either. That is unbelievably frustrating, but okay, we'll move forward with this. His value is 12 million. Let's offer him 14 and see what they go with 14. They're probably gonna want a little bit more than that. They want 20.4 for the young winger. Obviously, gonna try to bring that down a little bit. Let's go 17.4. I think it's a fair price. They still only want 20.4. I'm stubborn as hell, and I don't want to go... I still want to try to bring it down a little bit. Maybe 18.8? Come on. Meet me in the middle somewhere. There, 18... Whatever. An extra 1.4 million thrown in there. Still plenty of money left in the bank for us. So Emery Moore, signed, got him the contract, all done and dusted. Still have quite a bit left in the transfer budget. So as Weston McKennie's been on this short list since the beginning of the series, I think it's finally time to get him off of there. Let's go ahead and try to buy him from Schalke. I know I have a ton of midfielders, but it's never bad to have more than what you need. So let's try to get this one done. I have about 13 million left in the transfer budget. If I can get this done for less than 3, I'd be very, very happy with that. And you know what? Well, okay. Eric Durm would be a little bit over the top to offer as a trade for this one because he is worth quite a bit. But he also, you know what? It might not be good business, but I'm going to offer Eric Durm here. Getting the 85K in wages off my books is very important. They want a center. Everybody's looking for a defender. Nobody's looking for a left back. That's fantastic. Never mind. We'll go for an offer here. Let's go 2.7 maybe. We'll see what they say about that. Wow, that was very easy for a player with really good potential. So with the transfer window now shut, we move into the regular season. And we're starting off with a bit of a doozy. It is going to be the derby against Schalke, and we're going to be away for this one. So getting things started off with a pretty difficult matchup for us, but we're looking good. We're a better team than we were last year. We're deeper than we were last year. And our objectives have not changed. Win everything. So expectations are very, very high for us this season. We have no excuses. Let's get this thing rolling. So here is an idea of what we're looking at from Schalke. It's a very different lineup than what you're probably used to seeing from them. It's a very attack-minded formation with a 3-4-3, I guess, formation. Yeah, 3-4-3. Shatov, Correa, and Bellarabi up top are pretty scary, but 3 at the back usually means we get chances. This is a matchup we've dominated in the past in this series, and it's one we should probably win again today. Up for Sergey. Sergey through for Pulisic. That's really nicely done. Pulisic slides it through for Lewandowski. Lewandowski for Pulisic. Pulisic back for Lewandowski. Naldo in the way. That was a fantastic counter-attack, and we almost got the first goal. Oh, we're not done yet, though. Pulisic laying it in there. It's Götze. Just gets run over by Naldo. That was a foul. Lay off in the middle. Sergey coming forward. Nicely done. Through for Christian Pulisic. Hits it first time. Drags the shot wide. There's the space. Schalke just commit way too many numbers forward way too consistently. They just cannot stop us. What the okay, that pass actually somehow got to Pulisic there. I'm not sure how. Pulisic. Oh, I couldn't get the pass away in time. And Götze with a great chip finish, but he is definitely offsides there. But, oh, the space is there. We just can't quite get the timing right on these counterattacks. It's going to happen, though. We're going to get this goal. That's actually going to be a Schalke goal, isn't it? That just happened. We're losing to Schalke right now. They've got so many lucky bounces in this game. It's every tackle, it seems like, in this game is just somehow finding the foot of a Schalke player. And that, more than anything, is indicative of what's going on. I mean, it just rolls into the net off of a shot that was blocked. I mean, I don't even know if Bellarabi actually hit that, or if somehow Socrates hit that off of his knee, off of his heel, and into the net. Like, what is going on in this match? Uh-oh. I mean, I thought I had stopped that. That has seriously been our luck today. Really? We're down 2-0 to this shit show. What the? Toljan was there, and somehow Shatov stuck his foot between Toljan's legs and tapped that into the back of the net for 2-0. I mean, I brought down Bellarabi over there because he was pissing me off. I thought we'd stop the play, but oh my god. I can't believe we've given up these 2 goals and it nutmegged Berkey on top of it. For crying out loud. Come on, boys. Let's get this goal. We're going to get this goal right here. This is going to be the goal. Lewandowski, brilliant turn. Somehow still on it. Oh, no. That is it. That's what I'm talking about. We bully our way through. And then somehow Naldo gets over there and blocks. I don't understand what's going on, man. We don't deserve to be down 2-0. We don't deserve to be losing at all. And somehow we just are. And is that the... Did he just blow the final... That, whatever, man. That on a day where nothing went our way, I mean... Literally, there's nothing else that possibly could have happened to go against us in that match. Schalke were unbelievably lucky. How did we not even score a goal? Like, look at the freaking stats. They may have had 3 or 4 shots that entire game. I can't expect they have more than that. They have 5. 5 shots, 3 on target. We had 12, 6 on target. How did we lose that match 2-0? That doesn't make any sense to me. So after that match, we do have a transfer offer for Eric Durm from Spartak Moscow. It's a really good offer, 11.2 million. It's more than what he's worth, so I'll accept this. Although I really doubt that that move's going to go through. I just don't see Spartak Moscow paying 85,000 euros a week. So we'll see if it works out or not. All right, so because I did so much in the transfer window today, so many deals were done, I'm going to wait until next episode to finish off the month of September, and then we'll also get into the month of October as well. Honestly, I'm still reeling from what happened with Schalke. I'm not worried about it. I mean, I'm not worried about that being, you know, what's going to happen to us this season. It was a fluke situation, and we'll definitely, 100%, we're going to turn this thing around. I'm really not too worried about it. I'm pissed, but I'm not worried that our season's going to go like that. So we'll worry about it. We'll get into it next episode. We'll figure it out. We'll turn this thing around. An update on Eric Durm. He actually did get sold to Moscow. They were able to come to terms, so that opens up a lot more wages in our budget as well. So that's a good deal. So that's where we're ending it for today. If you did enjoy it, make sure to let me know by leaving a like below. Subscribe if you're new. I'll see you when we come back for some more Dortmund career. See ya.